Now to the latest in the Karen Reed trial. A former medical examiner testified about what she thinks killed John O'Keefe. As WBZ's Kristina reports tonight, Dr. Elizabeth Laposata does not believe that a car was involved. We do want to warn you the testimony could be graphic.
Can you take this picture
Yes,
for me? I'm sorry.
The crowd of Karen Reed supporters is growing outside of the Dedham courthouse as Reed's retrial reaches its final days. At the center of testimony Tuesday, never before seen x-rays of John O'Keefe's right arm.
Why are we just seeing the x-rays for the first time?
The Commonwealth didn't present them. They were in the autopsy.
No, the bones in the right arm were intact.
O'Keefe's injuries were at issue all day Tuesday as Dr. Elizabeth Laposata, Rhode Island's former chief medical examiner, testified for the defense.
Well, it didn't hit him, so it doesn't matter.
She was adamant that O'Keefe was not hit by a car and testified that injuries to the back of his head were from a ridged surface, not from frozen ground. She also said O'Keefe's arm injuries were consistent with animal marks and said the cold did not play as big a factor as prosecutors say.
He did not die of hypothermia.
On cross, her experience as the medical examiner during the 2003 Rhode Island station nightclub fire that killed 100 people was at issue. She resigned shortly after.
And you received criticism because you were repeatedly requested by emergency responders and police officials to come to the scene, and you refused?
That's incorrect. No, it was erroneous stuff.
I think she came off really well for the defense. I mean, she's somebody who's been practicing for a very long time. The manner in which she presents is very credible. She was not rattled at all on cross-examination.
Next up was Dr. Andrew Rentschler, a biomechanist who works for the company ARCA and who will also testify about the critical issue of this trial, O'Keefe's injuries and a car crash.
It really wasn't possible to get a skull fracture by hitting the taillight and not sustain any other significant fractures.
Dr. Andrew Rentschler will be the defense's final witness. Karen Reed said she does not plan to testify in her retrial, and the judge says the jury should have the case for deliberations by Monday, the latest. In Dedham, Kristina, WBZ News.